Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we return to Love Bites, and we're going to take a look at a song that was highly requested called Epilogue. It's the final track on their second album, Clockwork Immortality. This is one that Asami had a major part in the music, which was unusual for the time. I'm also told that this is probably the slowest Love Bites song that we've heard, or once we listen to it, you know. And so I'm looking forward to that. It's supposed to be maybe even a ballad. So we thought that would be just a really interesting thing, since we really haven't heard that. You know, we've heard quiet passages in some other songs, but nothing that I would call a ballad per se. So with that, Adrian, do you have any thoughts or comments ahead?
A ballad by Love Bites. Yeah, there was one show that we did where I thought it was more like a ballad, power ballad than anything else. I'm itching to see what this one sounds like.
Well, cool. Yes, actually the last song that we heard was something of a departure of Love Bites, A Frozen Serenade. So, yeah, that one was quite different. Ballet and classical piano.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and check this out.
So beautiful. If you have never been hurt, you can't feel the pain of others. I will believe myself. Have never failed. You can't be happy for success. If you have never loved, you can't fear the love from others. I will believe myself. Will never be alone. You will believe yourself. We are
which Love Bite song sounds more like a ballad.
Well, I thought that, yeah. I mean, it does sound like a ballad. I enjoy the interplay between the two guitars. And having them stretch out like that together is kind of a rarity. We don't really hear them play notes that long together very often. So it sounded really good, at least on this side, you know.
Yeah, classical guitar by Midori starts the song, and then Miyako joins in on piano. And yeah, it's just very, very unusual for Love Bites.
It is a little surprising to hear from this band. I do like it, though. I noticed that the tones on the two guitars were so complementary that they must have worked them up together. Like they probably got pretty close to what they wanted, or maybe they've done that from the start. Because I'm sure they want to have their own preference, but there's probably some kind of a compromise made between the two of them to have these two tones that just sound so good together on these dual leads.
Well, it sounded good, the double guitar solos in the end.
Yeah, it's so unusual to hear them played that way.
Yeah.
And yeah, I liked what they were doing. Did you notice the piano was actually just a regular gig piano and not a grand this time, not a baby grand?
I didn't notice.
Yep. This was the tour in 2019. This is live in Tokyo. There was a DVD that came out called Daughters of the Dawn. So it's that tour. A little bit earlier on, you know, we would see the piano after that. You know, generally in the 2020s, you see the piano. So this is part of their evolution. I believe their first recordings came out about 2017. So, I mean, right on schedule, right? Yeah, they kind of went a little Zeppelin 3 on us in the beginning there. I thought that was cool. You know, I enjoy the acoustic work.
Asami has a very different look in this video, I've noticed. Probably because it's an early video. Her hair is a lot longer than I'm used to seeing it.
Yeah, not surprising. Remember the 80s when Madonna would change her look every year. David Bowie, for that matter, would change his look every year for a while.
That's kind of part of being famous, I guess.
There's some things it is, for sure. Yeah. So, and it works fine here. I mean, pretty thrilling little ballad there. Folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this particular song? Any particular thoughts that leaped out at you, you know, when you heard it? Were you surprised? Or is this just another, you know, kind of buried ballad track? Are there others like it? Just your general thoughts would be interesting. Let us know also if you actually have seen them perform it live. Okay, if you have other suggestions, leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us, and we will catch you on the next one, all right? Take care, folks.
See you all later.